Cool. All right.
Mike's currently finishing the book that he's about to tell us about.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. This is a good part.
I'll wait. I'm not doing anything.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of The Book Report. I am Mike.
And I'm Janet.
And this week, we are going to be talking about books that we have read and enjoyed recently. It's a novel concept.
I recently read the following book, Marvel and a Wonder by Joe Meno. I love this book. It's actually an epic set in 1990s rural Indiana.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's about a man named Jim Falls, who's 71. He runs a farm in Mount Holly, Indiana, which is a fictional place. And he is raising his 15-year-old grandson, Quentin. So here's what happens. So Jim and Quentin are living on the farm, not communicating, and miserable. And then one day a truck pulls up and delivers to them a beautiful white quarter horse with no explanation. Like, there's a deed of transfer of ownership, but they don't know who sent it, they don't know why, but all of a sudden they have this beautiful horse. And so it sort of energizes both of them and sort of brings them both out of their shell a little bit, and they start connecting a little bit. And then the horse is stolen in the middle of the night. And they set out in their blue pickup truck to get the horse back. There's two failures in a pickup truck driving around the Midwest looking for a beautiful white horse. The symbolism could not be more in your face.
Totally.
But
yeah.
I loved it. I didn't mind at all. I just found I thought it was so beautiful. The symbolism is it works very well, and it's very meaningful. And I think the characters are realistic enough and grounded enough, and you buy their interactions enough that it never dips too far into one camp. It never gets too allegorical and lofty, but it also never gets too salt of the earth. This is how farmers talk to their grandkids. And then at the end it turns into a page turner. As they sort of get close in on the trail of where the horse is, the book speeds up. And yeah, I stayed up late to finish it because I was get the horse, and also, please, America, be great again.
So, a book that I have been reading, short story selection by Lucia Berlin, a manual for cleaning women. Lucia Berlin died, I believe, in 2004. So not too long ago. She was one of these authors who was kind of underappreciated in her time. She wrote short stories, and they were in journals, and she had some collections on very small presses. But she was one of these authors that never quite seemed to get the fame that she deserved, because in the stories, they're very concerned with the working class, and there are cleaning women, of course, and nurses and clerks, and just sort of people doing sort of blue collar service industry kind of things. They're real people, and these stories that take place in laundromats and buses, and sort of the places that, for people who work, it's places you're very familiar with, grocery stores and that kind of thing, and hospitals and that, and but that a lot of people, I feel, don't really consider or rate anymore.
Yeah.
It's almost like she sort of finds this wisdom in those settings, so there's nothing rarefied or precious about it at all. It's just very straightforward prose, and she doesn't talk about any of them in a patronizing way. It's clear that she considers herself one of these people. It's great. It's and it kind of sounds like the book you're talking about in a lot of ways, of this sort of settings that are frequently rural, and people who aren't rich or privileged, but treated very compassionately, but very realistically. Well, thank you for watching Accidentally Blue Collar Week on the Book Report presented by the Millions. You'll never walk alone, Janet.
Never walk alone, Mike. Make America great for white men again.
I noticed you're not wearing the hat I sent you. It expresses that very sentiment.